I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our next speaker of the day, Mr. Yagnesh Buch. Sir is the Deputy General Manager, Marketing of KSB Pumps. Sir has done his MBA from Symbiosis Institute of Business Management in 1981, before which he was a management trainee in KSB Pumps in November 1979. Sir has set up various dealer policies, marketing networks, communication strategies, sales policies, marketing intelligence, management information system, and advertising and sales promotions. He was also a team leader of the Standard Business team in Germany. He has been the regional manager, Asia Pacific operations, to promote and manage Standard Business between 2004 to 2010. He has also been the president of Indian Pumps Manufacturer Association from 2005 to 2009. He was elected to the National Council of CII. Sir has been motivating and mentoring the students at SIPM. He has also been a president at Lions Club. Sir has been recognized in managing large conferences, exhibitions, and creativity. Sir is an enthusiastic sportsman and has played games like cricket and table tennis at state level and have been tracking in yesteryears. Now, I would request Sir to kindly address the batch.
Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, sir.
Am I audible enough?
Yes, sir.
I hope you all have had a good fitness session already. So I shouldn't make you do some breathing, otherwise now after a fitness session you should be all very fresh and refreshed, I guess. Anyway, my name is Yagnesh Buch, like your colleague just introduced me. You know, I am here today after a lot of coercing by Jay. He's an old family friend of mine. And, unfortunately, our date never got together. He's the handsome guy and I'm the poor guy. But somehow I was always traveling and we could never gel in terms of our meeting. Finally, we are here. Today, it's very nice to see such a brilliant looking crowd. Handsome, beautiful, smart, I would say. I am here with three kind of emotions, if I may say so, today. A is happy, B is envious, and C is also nostalgic. Happy because, like I just said, IIEBM, now 16 years old, young, and it's making its mark in industry. Like I heard back in office, that before the batch passes out, it's 70 to 80% are already placed as of now. And this is very, very nice, With how many you said, 187 B schools in Pune? In our days, there was only 2 B schools. One was IMDR and one was Symbiosis. I was a part of the second batch of Symbiosis, and quite happy that being a part of what Symbiosis is today, I played a big role, or rather we were 5 of us who played a very big role right up front. We were 5 guys who were given some 15% attendance, while compulsory attendance was 85%. But balance 70%, we 5 guys were told to move, flog the industry, popularize Symbiosis, do some industrial seminars, things like that. And even today, if someone asks Dr. Muzumdar or Dr. Chopra, they will name us 5 for that little bit that we did for Symbiosis, which makes me proud. Okay, The second part of the thank you is coming here, but more important to be with you all guys, allowing me to stand in front of you and chat you out. I am no teacher, I am no professor. I am going to be just sharing some experiences and sharing some inspirational thoughts with you. Envious because I hope I was a part of you. I was a part of such a crowd 36 years back or 37 years back. But if I was here, I would have been so much more happier in today's day. And nostalgic, obviously, because like I'm seeing you all guys, the difference is that you are more confident looking, more smarter than our batch, what ours was. It was the same classroom, that comradeship, that feeling togetherness. That thing is the nostalgic effect. The question that haunted me that time when we joined Symbiosis though was, how good is this course? How good is this institute? Will someone in the industry absorb us, take us? Because that time the only recognized institutes were the IIMs, XLRI, Jamnalal Bajaj, and that's it. It was a big fright. We didn't have the facilities, we didn't have anything of that kind in those days. We didn't have so much of exposure like you all guys have. The difference from then to today is that you see a bunch of very confident looking students and who are raring to go. But having said that, the challenge still remains the same. The challenge is, what do we do after MBA or PGDM? Where do we go? Is there some place for us in the world? Right? Eons back or eons of ages back, time was measured as BC and AD, before Christ and yeah. Now, the time is measured by BG and AG. Can anyone tell me what BG and AG is? Anyone? Guess, wildest guess. Yeah.
Business globalization.
But
Before globalization.
this is a very serious note, but a very good thought, I would say. But let me just, yeah,
Maybe before graduation, after graduation.
this is also a good thought. Anyone else? Okay, I'll tell you. BG and AG is before Google and after Google. So now is the era where you have got everything on your fingertips. Yeah? Have a seat, both of you. In fact, it is, both of you said something right before globalization, after globalization. These are good thoughts that come up. Your minds are fertile. I like it. But today, you all know that anything you want to talk about, you will go on to Devta Google. Right? Bhagwan Google bolte hai usko. In fact, this morning when I was coming here, Jay yesterday told me that he reminded me softly that, oh, you have to come here. So I said, okay. So in the morning I went for a walk in the university and then I came home and I did my puja part. Puja part with Bhagwan Google a little bit. And this puja part was just to, set the note for today morning's interaction with you all guys. That, something, 100 out of the 100 richest people in the world, 100 richest people in the world, only 23 were heirs to that empire. You understand what I mean by heirs?
Yes.
77 have come out of hardships. They had no background. In fact, some statistics I have, 18 of them did not have any college degrees. 36 have poor parents, even today. and many neither had a college degree or parents. And if I have to narrow this down to 8 people out of this 100, out of 100, 23 were had heirs, so that is okay. घर बैठे पैसा मिल रहा है उनको. But 77 have made their own life. And out of these 77, if I have to pinpoint some 8 of them, it's an amazing story. 3 were born without parents. They were orphans when they were born. One was a farmer. One was a lumber miller. One was a welder. And the other a cab driver. While these guys came from a different background, they had one thing in common: to think big, to look big for the future. It's not that they were born with a silver spoon or a golden spoon. They thought differently, they thought outside the box. Actually, none of them considered their situation, their poor situation, as a constraint. They said that, so what if we are poor? We have got a mind of our own, we have got a head on our shoulder. So their only agenda was to succeed, and only to succeed. They did anything for a living. Look at Dhirubhai Ambani. Dhirubhai Ambani's story, if you all don't know a little bit of it, he bought a big can of Shell oil from the company, and then on the roads in Ahmedabad, he made them into smaller bottles and he was selling on roadside. He sold that at a little bit of profit over that bulk buy. After which, he got on the roads selling bhajiyas. Can you believe this? Dhirubhai Ambani, this is a true story. He was selling bhajiyas on the roadside. Now, a person like that, who has made an empire which the world is looking at, isn't it amazing? This has come about, ladies and gentlemen, out of 3 things. There is always a tripod for success. The tripod for success is like this, that A, you should have the vision, you should be able to hard work, or you should have the dedication, and last but not the least, you should have the perseverance to do it. When I say vision, I mean looking beyond the obvious, looking beyond the horizon is a vision. Dedication and hard work is to reach that vision, you have to work towards it. Today you might be all at crossroads. What can I do after MBA? Where do I specialize? What do I specialize in? What is good for me? All these are questions. We'll come to that as we go along during the day. But this is dedication and hard work. You have to move towards the direction which you have visualized. And last is perseverance. You have to, down the line, "Arey nahi ho raha, chhod do. Ye nahi hona chahiye." You have to persevere your dedication and your hard work to reach your goal of vision. And this, boys and girls, is exactly what these guys, including Dhirubhai Ambani, did. And these 8 guys, which brands they ran, let me share them with you. Oracle. Everyone knows Oracle? One was Oracle. 2 was Hutchinson Whampoa. Hutchinson Whampoa is a company, Hong Kong-based company, investment management company, one of the Fortune 500 companies also. Luxottica. Have you heard of Luxottica? 80% of the personal eyewear is done by Luxottica. You call it Ray-Ban, you call it Paco Rabanne, you call it Gucci, you call it Prada, you call it Bulgari. Any of these brands are made by only this company, Luxottica. Ladies, girls, you would be knowing this company even more than the boys, though the boys also should be knowing it. Zara. This is one of those 8 guys whom I talked of. These are the companies formed by these 8 guys. Hemen Holdings. You heard of Hemen Holdings? Herman Holdings? Well, these are guys who are, if I'm not mistaken, they are based out of Croatia and they are the biggest shipping guys. Anything to do with shipping, Herman Holdings is in that. Las Vegas Sands. Have heard of this company, Las Vegas Sands? No? They are the biggest guys in casino in Las Vegas. IKEA. Have you heard of IKEA? Swedish company, formed in 1943. This is one of those 8 guys. Imagine, 3 orphans, 1 mill runner, 1 laundryman, 1 cab driver. You can become this. And last but not the least, Artemis. Have you heard of this company? They are the makers of Samsonite, Gucci and Christie's. So, boys and girls, $200 billion worth empire or more is cornered by only these 8 gentlemen. So they had the vision, they had the perseverance, and they had the dedication to follow that dream. Okay. Can I get the changer? You can just put it on that PPT. No, not that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, so I thought that I will not give you some lecture which is in the books. I normally don't like to do that, or I don't like to give a lecture in the first place. I like to interact. So, as you can see, on either side, the future is yours. I didn't say it with pun intended, but on either side, the future is yours. Okay? And why and how? Well, we spoke a little bit in this session, and ahead also what we are going to share, what I'm going to talk to you, what is going to be interacted. Basically, any interaction, anyone who comes today, tomorrow, day after, the big guy, the small guy, you will always get 3 hours out of a session. Please remember. The first hour, when anyone is speaking to you, discussing or exchanging thoughts, is you are getting some reassurance. You are being reassured in the sense that you know some things. What I am saying, oh, mere ko bhi pata hai ye. Like someone said about the company Luxottica, so many people said, we know it. So it was a sense of reassurance that when I've asked you a question, you knew it, or when I told you something, you knew it. Any session will give you an element of reassurance. Yeah? The second R is that it will revitalize something. Things you might have forgotten in the past. You know, my God, I know this, I remember this. Yeah? So it can give you a sense of revitalization. It surfaces few things which you have forgotten. And last but not the least, depending on individuals, depending on the person receiving or giving, the last hour is revealed. It will reveal something new. See, at the end of any interaction, if you say, "Arey yaar, bada boring tha," hang on, boys and girls. Please don't make such judgments at any given point in time, because even though I'm talking total nonsense today, you might learn something. Maybe, oh, this man's confidence in talking nonsense is damn good. You might learn that. So never say that there is no learning. The learning is there in any interaction. 2 boys, 2 girls, 5 boys, 5 girls, you will always learn something. Okay, you're with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I like to hear, otherwise I feel I'm talking to myself. Just interrupt me whenever, okay? All right. So, this is something which we all know our values teach us, but I don't know how many of us have really looked at it in this fashion. Saraswati is required from childhood, that is knowledge, music, arts, wisdom and learning. Yeah? And Lakshmi, that is wealth, love, prosperity and all those things are required at old age. Do you agree? Can we just dim these lights? Maybe, can you see all this projection? No problem, no? I'm okay if you can, if you're okay. Okay. This is going to be a great start for all of you, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So I would suggest that is Amman Dilip Kapoor here?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Aman, the next slide I want you to read for the class. The 5 points which are going to come up. And the class has to just acknowledge by saying yay. Okay?
Yes, sir.
We are on the threshold of making a great start.
Yes.
This previous moment marks the beginning of a new chapter in our life.
Yes.
We are tomorrow's leader.
Yes.
We will shape the destiny of a great nation.
Yes.
We have the opportunity of make India the world's largest economic force.
Yes.
Great. Give each one of you a big round of applause. Come on. That's how it should be, you know. At the end of it, please be seated. So, this is what is your vision. From this day onwards, from this moment onwards, you are going to follow this. At the end, come what may, हमको बनना है. ठीक है? All right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, I was in the office and with Jay, and I asked him that what is the kind of dispersion of you all guys students who are interested in marketing, HR, finance. And I saw 38 of you who are interested to go into marketing. 7 in HR and 14 in finance. Okay, let me ask the marketing guys a question. How many marketing guys raise your hand? Yeah, okay, good. So anyone can answer, or 2 or 3 of you can answer. Why do you want to choose marketing as a career? Yeah?
My name is Rupanisha. Because there is lots of opportunities in marketing. You can do anything, and marketing is used everywhere, so that's why.
Okay, but you said a lot of opportunities in marketing. Like what?
Like sale, like
Okay, good. Anyone else? Yeah.
Good morning, sir. My name is Mahavir Agrawal. As I want to become an entrepreneur, I'll come to know about various business opportunities which are there in market, and which can link me to achieve a goal in my life, in my career.
Mr. Agarwal, I've got some question for you.
Yes, sir.
In entrepreneurship in a business model,
Yes, sir.
don't you require finance or HR?
I require finance and HR both, but the marketing will help me more in promoting, in getting opportunities which I might not get in finance and HR.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think my marketing stream will help me more to get the opportunity and grab it, and to achieve my goal, which I am thinking of.
Okay. Anyone else? Yeah,
Morning, sir.
Morning.
My name is Anita. I would like to work marketing because it will suit my personality as I'm outspoken and it will provide platform to show my skill.
okay. What kind of skills?
Sir, I believe in versatility and I believe in showcase the whatever the company will provide me the opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyone else? Someone decide? Okay.
Morning, sir. My name is Aditya. I choose marketing because it gives you a social platform. You can go out with it and interact with people. Plus, you can work from a grassroots level to know each and every aspect of a company.
Yeah, my question to you is that doesn't finance or HR allow you to do that?
So it does, but marketing gives you more cutting edge as we go out and we understand the market, how it works.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who else? Anyone else? Yep.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Shreya. I mean, why not marketing? Because it has wide various of positions in market, from consultancy to market research to management, and marketing is one of those fields business will always need marketing professionals. And then how will businessmen will find buyers for their business? So marketing.
Okay, fine. Okay, for the HR guys, how many HR guys? Okay, 3 of you at the moment present here. Can I ask at least 2 of you to give me a solution why you're choosing HR? Yeah.
Sir, my name is Palak Joshi. So according to me, I can deal with people very well as compared to product and money.
Okay,
That's why
very good answer.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. My name is Apurva. Sir, as industries are increasing every year coming into the country, so humans are also increasing who are joining the in those industries. So there is a huge scope and an opportunity to manage those people in the organization.
Okay, good. Great. And finance? Ah, okay. Finance is all this side. Okay, there are a couple here, but okay. Can someone say why finance? Yeah.
Good morning, sir. My name is Yagnesh Buch. I want to take finance because I believe that I'm in good in numbers and I love to do the data analysis.
Okay, good. Very clear thought. Sit, please. Anyone else? Yep.
Good morning, sir. My name is Priyali Chatterjee, and I am interested in finance because I like numbers and the projections. I mean, I can predict future with that number.
Okay,
I
great,
like
great. Yep. Okay, great. Boys and girls, this was just to check on what were the please have a seat. Personally speaking, I am no good in finance. I am lousy because right from my school days in Bishop School and then Ferguson College where I did my BSc honors, but I never took the finance side because that algebra, they say, what is X? I say, I don't know my X. Don't even ask me why for that X. Anyway, but I am not very fond of maths myself. It's a preference, a personal choice. But I liked particular answer, Whether you are in marketing, Mr. Agarwal, yeah. When you are in marketing, I want to ask you a question. When you are running your business and something is going wrong in terms of sales, some number of items which you are selling have dropped down, what will you do? What will you look at?
Firstly, I'll have a market research why my product is getting down, and after that I'll rework on that. I'll work on that. What are the things? What are the ingredients or in the product I'm lacking in, and I'll improve that. And
Oh.
if it is a marketing, the marketing of the product or the persons are not well known about my product, then I'll take step on that.
See, your market research shows you've got tremendous scope.
Yes.
Hmm? Your product is differentiated much better than the other products in the market.
Yes, sir.
Still you're dripping. Means what?
Means then it will be means big-
Yeah, coming to it. Yeah.
means,
Say it.
customers are not well known about my
Because of what?
because it's because of advertisement of the product or
Because of what?
unawareness.
Why?
No proper position of the product in the market.
Why? Yeah.
Because the sales force is not efficient.
Sales force is not efficient. Okay. Now in finance, someone out of you three, you are also in finance. Is it? No. Yeah, you. Can you stand up? In finance, suppose there are always some mistakes in counting happening, or MIS is not correct. What will you do? You are the manager of the department. What would you do? Always there are mistakes in numbers. What will you do? Anyone else? Of finance? Yeah. What will you do?
So reconciliation, we generally do that.
Okay, reconciliation, you will see where the numbers are mismatching.
Yes.
But why are they mismatching?
There may be some kind of mistake, or the person who is entering those.
By whom?
The accountants.
Okay. Fine, I rest the case. Please sit down. Well, boys and girls, all I'm trying to drive at, whether it's marketing, whether it's accounts, finance, or whether it's HR, the deeper you dig into a problem, you're bound to find only people. Understand? So there is your people management, your collaboration with people, understanding people as a human being, building relationships with people, and also getting them into your thought process or understanding them better is the key for any function you do, first thing. Because like I said, you dig into any problem in your life, even today, if you have, jamta nahi hai, I don't want to go to that place. Why you don't want to go to, I don't like Ankit. You come to a man, person, boy. It's always people oriented. Problems are not nature made, really speaking, in business. So please remember that, and having said that, the people who are in marketing or selling, who want to take selling as an career, you know, I always say selling is not telling. Understand what I mean? Like I go to a restaurant and the waiter comes to me, sir, chicken masala, gobi, fish curry, crab, this thing, mutton something. Very good. Like my vegetarian. You know, yeah, I can say that, no? So he's trying to sell me something without knowing what I want. So selling is not telling. Selling and marketing are a part cohesive. I just wanted to briefly touch on it, that what is the definition of selling? Anyone who can say what is the definition of selling? See, remember, since childhood we are selling. Each one of us, whether you are specializing finance, HR or marketing, we are all selling. We are selling ideas. We are selling moments of truth. So, what do you understand as selling? Yep.
Good morning, sir. My name is Rashid. So selling can be exchange of commodity with consideration.
Exchange of commodity with consideration.
Expect something in return.
Expect something in return. Okay, one idea. Yeah.
So pushing the product and services in the market.
Pushing the product.
And services in the market.
Okay. Please hold on to this statement. Thanks.
Good morning, sir. My
Yeah.
name is Ankit. According to me, selling is nothing but making other people accept your idea.
Okay. Any more thoughts? Yeah.
Morning, sir. My name is Suniti. Selling, according to me, is convincing people according to their demands.
Convincing people according to their demands. Okay. Any more thought before I proceed? Yeah, okay.
Sir, my name is Mrityunjay. According to me, selling is converting the product into monetary terms.
Converting the product to monetary terms. Okay. Well, boys and girls, selling, I would like to classically define selling in two statements. And these two statements form marketing as well as selling. Yeah? And the ideal statement would be to identify and or to generate a need. Okay, this is the first part of the definition. To identify and or to generate a need. Are you understanding this? So what am I doing? As a restaurant guy, I said, "Saab, aap kya loge, veg or non-veg?" I'm identifying what he wants. I have not yet generated, but I have identified he is a vegetarian, right? And to satisfy that need or want with your product or service for mutual benefit, please remember, you cannot sell for only your benefit unless you don't show the customer that he's also equally benefiting with the product or service that he's offering. IIBM is here offering you a platform of education, a platform to leverage yourself into the future, a platform to implode your internal things and come out more flourishing in the future. And for that, there is a fee. There is a fee from administration point of view, there is a fee from your fooding point of view, from education point of view. All these, if they are not to mutual benefit, it's not selling. You know, you have to be benefited, the institute has to be benefited. The value you get out of something is a perception in your mind. And you should always see, like you said that selling is for money. Fine, selling is of course for money. But you can't just try and sell gold when it's costing 30,000 rupees a tola at 60,000. Would anyone buy it? No. Right? You sell the same gold of 30,000 rupees with 31,000 with an exotic design, you know, made as an ornament. People will buy it because 1,000 making charges is still unheard of. You know, they will take 5,000-6,000 rupees making charge. So what is happening? He sold his gold, he has sold his design, he has made a little money, and the customer is very happy that he has got something value for money. Yeah. So understand, selling is in two parts. The first part, identify and or to generate a need. HR guys and finance people, you also remember, you are going to be selling. You are going to sell ideas to your management, you are going to sell ideas to your hiring people. You have to understand what the other person wants. I mean, and to understand, what do you do? What do you do? To understand the need, or what would you do? What would be your obvious thing you would do?
So communicate.
Communicate means what?
Talk to the people and know what they exactly.
What would you, okay.
So research.
Research, okay. Any other?
So we need to ask questions.
Perfect. Perfect. You have to ask. You know, you have been learning marketing management through Philip Kotler?
Yes.
I'm sure everyone is referring to Philip Kotler. Even in my days I did. Philip Kotler. Philip Kotler is 600-page book. I get to read so big books now. But I can give you one big mantra out of Philip Kotler. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
It's only a 2-word mantra. It's not very long. Okay? You really want it? The 2-word mantra of marketing. Can anyone say what it is?
Ask questions.
Just ask. I'll explain to you. When you were children, you asked your mommy for chocolates. You asked your parents for clothes. When you grew up a little more, you wanted some dresses. You grew up further, you wanted a bicycle. You grew up further, you wanted a motorcycle. You grew up further, you wanted more pocket money. You grew up further, you asked a girlfriend's hand as a date. You grew up further, you forgot to look at Book My Show and you went to a theater and the theater was houseful, you asked for an extra ticket. You went for a job, you asked for a job. You sold a product, you asked for the money. You asked for the order. You asked for the payment. At the end of the day, boys and girls, it's all about asking. What you ask, how you ask, and when you ask. This is all about marketing. The idea, the trick of the direction of the answer lies in the way you ask your question. Okay? So, having said that, is selling an art or a science? Anyone can say that? I'm not going beyond time. Is selling an art or a science? Yeah.
It's actually both arts and science.
Explain.
It's arts because we need to convince the people. So convincing part is kind of art. And science because we need to apply some techniques to sell actually. So it's both science and art.
Okay, good answer. Anyone else? Okay, yeah, please.
Sir, my point of view, selling is an art because it needs a creative way to convince people in our own way. Like we need to develop strategies and we need to tell people how to take a product. So we need to give the products in our own creative ways.
Very good, good answer. But I would tend to agree with him that it is both a science and art. I'll explain how. Who has not heard of Sachin Tendulkar? Everyone has heard of Sachin Tendulkar? Okay. He was a cricketer. Yeah. I have to explain further, but his coach was Mr. Rangnekar. Yeah. Now there's not much place, but since I was also a cricketer, he taught the finer techniques. Put your leg pointing to covers, the back next to the legs, and hit for a cover drive. All this what he taught was the science of playing cricket. What Tendulkar did after that, after learning all this, he converted into the art of playing cricket. I would say he improvised on the science to do much better than what others can do. So, marketing, selling is both art and a science. What you learn first and then how you put it in practice. You said it right. Okay. Suppose you have to grow from 2015 to 16. What is it that you would require on the x-axis? You have to grow your results. Today you have sold 100 rupees worth, tomorrow you have to sell 120. To do 20 rupees more, what will you have to do? Most obviously, work. Who said? Hard work. So can I say it's efforts? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I got it right. You're right. Efforts. Okay, but let's look at it this way. I load on a donkey lot of material. He is going from here to there. That's also effort, no? So will effort alone take you to 120 from 100? What else is then required on the y-axis? Skills. Very good. What skills? You have said two things. You have said skills and knowledge, technical. Communication skills, yeah. Productivity. Productivity in terms of what?
Means, based on the efforts, the productivity should be growing.
Yeah, it should be going, but by doing what? Okay. Okay, skills. Skills he said. What else did you say? Yeah, okay. I will not take it too far, but he's right. Knowledge is that you should have the knowledge of the market. You should have the knowledge of the product. You should have the knowledge of the customer. You should have the knowledge of the competitor. So if you are having that kind of a knowledge, market, product, competitors, and territory, the other thing also which you said is absolutely right, plus skills. Communication, presentation, etc. Yeah? So, sit, don't stand. I feel very nervous if you stand. Yeah, so basically, if you have to grow from X to Y, everyone has to have efforts in the direction, and you should also have enough knowledge of the market, product, etc., along with the skills to do that. Okay? Good. So, just breaking off to a different aspect in the thought process. You know, at this stage in life, you all should know what you want to be. Where you're productive, where are you the most productive? You have said, okay, you have first made the step that I am productive. I think I'll be productive in marketing, I'll be productive in HR, I'll be productive in finance. Fine. What tends to distract you? Now, while you are here listening to me, someone might be thinking of some other thing happening some miles away. That is one thing that would distract you. Or the very look of mine can be distracting, you know. So that you have to identify what troubles you, what distracts you in your day-to-day working. Identify and keep it logged in. You have to know your intellectual proclivities. You know what proclivities is? Is penchant, what you want to do, what you can do the best in life. This is something, habits that help you to apportion your time more effectively and in a more productive way. That means today you are having 3 hours of work. You know that you're going to look at marketing as a career. You know that I have to do a little bit of finance and a little bit of HR to finance. Focus and gain most experience on the marketing part. Not that you should not do finance at all, but that is where your penchant is. That is where your attraction is. That is where you want to build your career. You know, there are a few things you should do more seriously, and you should prioritize your efforts in those directions where your interest is going to be. Okay? Set a personal goal for each course. Just like I said, Jay will not agree with me because this slide is not for him. This is from general experience point of view. But this is what 3 Idiots taught me, that movie. That don't think necessary on the number of marks you scored. You think of what you have learned out of this damn course. How much more exposed you are to the subject. How much you can use practically of that subject. You know, it's not that, yeah, मेरे को 99.6 marks मिला, but then you become a bookworm, you know. There are, I know of so many walking encyclopedias, you know, they are very intelligent people. They are walking also, they are alive. But if I ask them something beyond that, my God, they are stuck. So please be careful on this front. Motivate yourself in terms of mastering skills and concepts as opposed to getting good grade. Skills and concepts. You should learn the personal traits of Jay. He is also very good. You've got a benchmark in terms of your mentor here. And you know, they come from an army background, and first institute that I entered, I got a Fauji salute, and then not only at the gate, but even at the car guy. I think, you know, there is element of discipline. And when there is discipline, all your actions become discipline, including your learning, including your upbringing. And I think there is no better upbringing than a Fauji environment. Let's put it this way. Yeah. Manage your time. You know, when I was doing my MBA, someone asked me, what do you mean by management? So I am a crazy guy, you know, I normally take shortcuts in everything that I do. Like Philip Kotler I have done in 2 words, successfully so far. Just ask. I keep asking. I get information, so then I know what to address. Likewise, management. Management is managing men with time. If you say managing men with time. And that is all management about. So here, like I said in the past also, you dig into any problem, you'll find people. So it is managing people in time. That is all management about. Once you have focused your time, you have a slot. Like there is an old nursery rhyme, play while you play, work while you work, otherwise it makes a jack a dull boy, or whatever it is, I forgot. But have your slots. When it comes to education, in terms of throw away anything. अरे आज मैं उसको कैसे पढ़ाऊं? वो मत सोचो. Think of what you are at. And then you have got the time to do the patawing or watch TV or watch movie. You have kept your separate time. So prioritize your time in such a way that you have capsuled it. While you are at something, focus completely at that. Get rid of, in management they say that get rid of monkeys off your shoulder. You know, monkeys off your shoulder is nothing but you have one problem, it sits on your shoulder. Another problem, it sits on the shoulder. And you carry 10 monkeys, feeling very tired. As soon as the monkey sits, get rid of him. Get rid of him. So, work with focused mind. Okay. This is what I already told you, that put off your distractions, put off your emails, put off your WhatsApp, put off what have you while you're studying. Because that is the moment of truth for you at that time. That while you're doing some communication mix and suddenly, oh, Sarang has called me, my God. Don't do that. Okay. Just be in that moment, for that moment only. Remember that if you had 3 days to cut the wood, sharpen your saw for 2 days. You'll cut it in 1 day. But if you start all 3 days doing the same thing, you will be also tired, the saw will not work, all kinds of things will happen. So sharpen, focus your priorities of the day, every day, so that you can cut the wood very effectively. Yeah, and your wood today is your academics. You are getting through a very well-defined course by IIBM. This is all what I've said already. Yeah, starting a project always, यार ये बहुत tough है, कल करेंगे. Don't leave it that way. Start off. You know, it's always said that what's the use of knowledge and skill if not applied? These are all regular. The answers we seek lie in the questions we ask. I just told you this some time back. Enthusiasm is contagious, but lack of enthusiasm is even more contagious. And whenever you're making any kind of a presentation, you're speaking to someone, remember that you should have your content of what you want to speak, right? If your content is right and you say it with conviction, then it has to make an impact. Like I can see that while I'm doing this now, there could be 3 or 4 of you yawning, so I'm not making the right impact. Either my content is not right or my conviction is not right. So it can happen. Why not? The best way of learning is by teaching. If you've got a very tough subject on hand, teach a friend. It's easier to teach. You know, if you are stuck, it's damn difficult and I'm not good with all this, you try and teach your friend, and your friend will also correct you. Nahi, ye aisa nahi, waisa hai. And when you are doing that, it's the difficult thing, you know. This and public speaking is like walking on a plank, which is as high as the stage, but the only difference is it's 6 inches wide. And I have to walk from that end to this end. I'll be very shaky, wobbly, because it's only 6 inches. But no sooner the same 6 inches lower to ground level, I'll walk over it at easy pace, without wobbling. So it is just in the mind. It's a psyche. Public speaking or learning difficult things or teaching difficult things, it's a mindset. You just say that I can do it. That's it. Do your mind, fake it to make it. Yeah? This is what I've said. And when in class, classroom is a social, you all meet in class, but outside class, you will talk, hey, this guy Buch had come, kya boring aadmi tha yaar. I mean, we should not call him, we should tell boss that don't call him again. This could be one part of discussion, nahi yaar, isko bulana chahiye. This could be a second part of it. This guy is a dramatist on stage. The third thing, lot of things in a social thing can happen. Right? Is it? Very self-explanatory statement. When people synchronize their watches, what are you doing? You will produce the intended outcome at the intended time. Right? Over a period of time, we have seen so many times that relationships soar, or relationships grow stronger, or relationship really has strained. This is because of few things. A, on personal level, it's just a 3-letter word. Ego. Your ego and my ego are 2 different things. I want it this way, no, I don't want it this way. Breakage in relationship. This is the primary thing in any personal relationship. There could be something, oh, you told that boy about me. Gossip could be a third thing. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And see that you are rationally trying to thrive that relationship. You know, don't spark off a relationship or cut off a relationship with one spark, one odd, say it's in the passing. 5 fingers are not the same size. All 5 fingers are different, but you have use of all 5 all the time. So remember this in life, that you will have so many situations in academics, in your professional life, in your entrepreneurial life, that you will be loggerheads with people. Try and understand, empathize from their point of view. What is empathy? Putting yourself in the other person's shoe. उसने ऐसा बोला तो क्यों बोला रहेगा? Okay? Yeah, there are various techniques to do this, and whenever next I can visit here, I can talk of many other concepts of how to understand people, body language, and how to ask questions, what kind of questions, how to funnel down anyone to get a solution. Various things can be done, but now I think I'm running out of time. I've taken 3,000 seconds from Jay, and I'm already on 3,000 and the first second. So, teamwork. Do I have to explain anything about teamwork? Because I think there are many guys who come and talk on teamwork, but essence is that teamwork is very, very important in anything that you do. And in teamwork, I will come to my last part of the presentation, that leaders are interchangeable in a team. Can you believe this? Leaders are interchangeable, and I will explain it out of a natural phenomenon. Okay, now have a look at this. You've got a scale where you've got low to high relationship and low to high skills and knowledge, as we required in sales. What do you think will happen if you have got very high knowledge and skills? Oh, I've gone already. Okay. High knowledge and skills and low on relationship, anyway, that has already appeared. It will lead to arrogance, a feeling of arrogance the other person will have. You know, your relationships are nothing, but because of my knowledge, hey, what are you talking at? I mean, that is what kind of feeling you get. I am a very arrogant guy. Correct? Yeah? Whereas, if I am low on knowledge and skills and also low on my relationships, what is it going to lead to? Apathy. What do you understand by apathy? Anyone? No? Apathy is a feeling of disinterest. Disinterest. To put very plainly, that guy is talking something, but I am thinking of something else. Yeah? I'm not interested in his talk. When your relationship is high, but your knowledge and skills are low, what will it lead to? When your relationship is very high, you are the best guy, you know, koi bhi milega to arey, come and argue. But you are empty on knowledge and skills. What is the kind of feeling the other person will have for you? Won't he feel sad or pity? Don't you think? It will send out an element of pity. Such a nice guy, but doesn't know anything yet. क्या करें? है ना? हो सकता है? Yeah? Okay, good. Only when knowledge and skills along with relationships are high, that you will get a sense of care and concern, without which you will never be able to create a good relationship. You have to show your knowledge and skills are high, so is your relationship. And that's why they said high knowledge coupled with skills and high relationship will lead to care and concern. Now just let me try and run one small clip for you. But you know, sometimes we misunderstand relationships. We think, arey, He is my best friend, yeah. He cannot ditch me. Or this customer will not buy from anyone else. This is just a 10-second clip. Which are, no. Oh, you don't have a program group? Have it as Anyway, okay. I think that clip, that flash player is not there on the system, maybe. Is it there? Is it? Okay, let's see. No, it's not there. Anyway, what I can tell you, what that film showed, I can enact it. It was nothing. It was not a Ramesh Sippy film or something, Sholay or something like that. But it was a film where, there is this boy and the girl. They are sitting on a, what do you call a katta, parapet. The hand of the boy on the girl's shoulder, okay? And on the boy, it's you, and on the girl, it's your customer, okay? But there is one more person sitting away, a little away from both of you. And he's your competitor. But as the camera flashes down, the competitor's hand is holding the girl's hand from behind. So the thing was to show that relationships are not to be looked at face value per se, but you have to really understand and dig into what is happening there. In communication in a class like this, what happens? This is an old research, it's nothing new. It's straight out of research, and it says in verbal communication, read it for yourself. 100% the speaker wanted to say, approximately 80% he said. Out of the 80%, approximately 60% was heard by you all guys. 40% remained after 3 hours within your mind. 15% was remembered after 3 days. And approximately 0.5% was remembered after 3 months or whatever. This is in verbal communication. But when you are verbal, interactive and visual communication, this is what happens. This is not my statement, this is a research statement by our key communicators, and this is a real finding. So it's important to be interactive in your classes. It's important to take notes. It's important to be visual. It's important to be also participating. All right? Take some time off, always. Clear statement? This is what we have spoken of. Agree? Any issues? No? Make friends with uncertainties. I'm asking you to do something which no one else will ask you, but this could be my last chance to be here, but I'm telling you, make friends with uncertainties. Make friends with chaos. I'm saying this on purpose. Boys and girls, a wise man once said that footprints on the sand are not made by just sitting down. Yeah? And those footprints which are made, they are washed away or blown away by the winds and seas of change. One thing is for sure, that we don't know the direction of these winds of change or seas of change. But what we are sure of, these will surely come and do the job. They will complete the job. Your footprints made in future, when they are washed out, should not be a reason for you to regret, but it should be a reason for doing something renewed. And this renewal can come about by your looking at the direction or setting sails or changing the sails of your direction of your ship to move in the right direction with higher vigor, conviction and dedication. This is why I say you have to be friendly with uncertainties and chaos, because this is going to happen in this world. It will happen today, it will happen tomorrow, it will happen in your times, it will always keep happening. Change is one thing which is constant. Okay? And next is, do not procrastinate. What does procrastination mean? Yep.
So thinking about a problem and then rethinking and rethinking and rethinking.
So postponing. Correct. Boys and girls, have you heard of Ratan Tata? All have heard of Ratan Tata? How many have heard of Barkadat? Barkadat? Yeah? She is that news reader, isn't it? NDTV. Correct. You know, one day Barkadat asked Ratan Tata, "Sir," in an interview, "Sir, how are you so successful, sir?" Ratan Tata said, "Barka, very simple. By just taking right decisions, you know." So Barka said, "But sir, how do you take these right decisions?" Barka, through experience, isn't it? Fine, sir. But where did you get this experience from, sir? Barka asked. He said, "Barka, by taking wrong decisions." Essentially, a wrong decision will lead you to an experience, and that experience will make you do right decisions in life. Do not procrastinate to not take decisions. यार ये बहुत difficult है, बाद में करते हैं, छोड़ो. Attack it first. Take a decision. Importance is taking a decision in life. It might be grossly wrong, but I want to ask one small question before my winding slides. What do you mean by success, boys and girls? Yep.
So, according to me, success, the definition of success changes with your journey of life.
Okay, but what does that mean?
So, exactly when we were small kids, success was like riding a bicycle.
Okay.
Because we were not able to ride a bicycle and we tried a lot and then we were able to ride it freely. So, that was a success for us.
At that time.
Currently, we are heading towards the success of getting a job.
Okay.
So,
Fine. Okay. What else?
My name is Rohan. So success according to me is subjective. But when we achieve our goals, what we have set, when we achieve it, that is our success.
Come again.
When we achieve our goals, which we have set it in earlier times, and when we achieve it, that is success for us.
Okay. Good. Anyone else? Yep. Come on.
To add on my friend's answer, to achieve a goal, and when we are happy after achieving the goal, means at last it ends to a happiness from after achieving a goal.
Okay. Yeah. All of you can say what is
Actually, the feeling of the satisfaction and the pleasure of ultimate happiness is the success.
pleasure of ultimate happiness. Okay. Yep.
So when I reach
Self-actualization is success. Great. Everything. Yep.
Success is to be in a desired position.
To be in a desired position. Great. Okay, this is what is so important now, boys and girls. My first slide said of 3 R's. The last R was reveal. It reveals something new. I am getting so many different opinions. I am learning so many new things. If I had to disclose an ideal definition of success, is only by example. You know of Abraham Lincoln. You know his life story. I call that a success. Not because he became the president of America or something, but because of his life story, where his business was burned down when he was 24, he lost his wife at 28. Success is how fast you can spring back from a failure. Remember, failures are bound to come. Sometimes we get into a depression, gone. You have to spring back from a failure, and how fast you do it, you'll be successful or not successful. And that's why there's a very classic statement that failure is a pillar of success, isn't it? Yeah? So be very proactive, don't get depressed, don't get down. If you made a mistake, you failed in something, look at that as an opportunity to strengthen your next move. Always. This is just a life fun art. Get in touch with one's ideation center. Everyone has got ideas. You have to keep doing something to get what you need. You have to thrive and go towards it. We should not use it when only we need it or we want it. Like there is this classic statement, necessity is a mother of inventions, isn't it? Necessity is a mother of invention. You should get into your ideation center and see that this is known. Yeah? Greatest things have come from simple questions and by accident. They have come by accident. Greatest things. If you really look at it, it's not by accident, it's by accident. Think of anything in this world, there has been an accident that has got it. Yeah. Management students should start thinking about what they have never thought before. You have thought marketing, you have thought this is something because you are in that. Think wild, think outside the box. This is more important, you know. In this kind of, in business, once you are there, you have to think outside the dots if you want to grow beyond the others, because everyone is keeping themselves वही दायरे में, ये कमरे के दायरे में रखते हैं. If you go outside this, you are bound to see much more opportunities and much better possibilities of the same problem. Somebody said at some time, this is very clear. If there is any explanation required, I'll do that, but I don't think so. Is it okay? Perfect?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm going to take you to something. Oh, no. Okay, I said that teamwork. And I said that leaders can be changed in a team. Look at it, learn from these birds. You've seen geese? Yeah? Geese you have not seen? Seen. Have you ever seen them flying?
Yes.
How do they fly?
One is the main leader, and then that there is a V.
Absolutely. Okay. There are some management fundas out of this story of the flying of the geese. Okay? Have a look at it. I'll go behind you so you can see the geese. Okay? Now I am getting behind the leadership. Right. By flying in a V formation, the whole flock increases flight efficiency by 71% as compared to only one bird flying alone. This is a fact, research thing, okay? So what is the moral of the story? Sharing the same direction and working as a team gets us to the destination quicker and easier. By helping ourselves, the accomplishments are greater. Agreed? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then let's look at another situation. When a goose leaves the formation, he feels the resistance of air and the difficulties of flying alone. Then he quickly comes back to the formation to take advantage of the flock's power in front of him. Lesson 2, by staying in tune and united beside those who are doing in the same direction, the efforts will be less. It's easier and pleasing to reach the goals. Everyone will be inclined to accept and give help. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Third situation. When a leader goose gets tired of flying, he goes to the end of the V formation while another goose takes the lead. I said that we can change leadership. Yeah? Lesson 3. To share the leadership, there must be mutual respect between all of us at all times. Sharing the hardest problems and tasks, gathering our abilities and combining our faculties, talents and resources. Agreed? Okay. The geese flying in a V formation, they quack to encourage the ones in front. In that way, they keep the same speed. The lesson learned here is, when there is courage and encouragement, the progress is greater. Agreed? When a goose gets sick, is injured or is tired, he must leave the formation. Other geese also leave the formation and fly with him to help him and protect him. They remain with him until he dies or he is able to fly again. And they reach their baby or just make another V formation. Let's stay beside each other no matter what our differences is, especially in times of difficulty and great challenge. If we bond together and support each other, we will make, through the spirit of teamwork, regardless of our differences, we can meet the challenge. If we understand the real value of friendship, if we were aware of the feeling of sharing, life will be easier, isn't it? Great. Okay. So my friends, let's be like the geese. In conclusion, I would like to say, take advantage of all the wonderful resources at IIBM designed to help you succeed as a student, and also like eagles, mount up on your wings and soar high in the vast skies, and from there you can look down and say, this is our beloved institution, IIEBM. Give IIEBM and all of you a great round of applause. Thank you. Any? All right, boys and girls, any other points, anything that you want me to cover, or any questions from your side?
Sir,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Sure.
Sir, you said that the leaders are interchangeable. So, in a team, we all have to be ready to become a leader.
Yes, but you should also have heard, seen the other part of it, that you should have mutual respect.
Yes, but
Most important. If you are having a respect, then accepting someone as a leader is very easy. So your relationship building has to be very, very strong. Okay, yeah.
So just in case we students have some dream companies as far as we aspiring managers are concerned. So just in case we have a dream company, but when we enter the same company and we do not find the working standards matching our ethics, is it fine to continue, or is it should we take our decision of leaving it?
See, there is a dream company. When you say it's a dream company, it is your perception that it's a dream company. A dream company is a hearsay dream company. Any company can become your dream company. But if I ask you a question that given a choice, you would have joined IIM Ahmedabad, known, best, management. Where are you lacking by joining IIBM? You are creating your own dream. But the second part of your question is for sure, if you are not comfortable with the culture, the environment, the things like that, there again you have to introspect. You have to be empathetic a little bit. Is the environment, is the culture not correcting your perception? That means it is your ego versus the organizational ego. Is it that, or is it really troublesome? After evaluating, by all means. See, in every organization or in any place, you will never get an ideal recipe. You go to Vaishali today or go to Vaishali tomorrow, you will find it is 19-20 ka difference in the sambar or chutney. Always, yeah. But they'll be more or less consistent, let's put it this way. But at the same time, when there are, that's one cook, when there are many cooks and all wanting to prove themselves, all wanting to become big, all wanting to, they will try and press someone down. You know how they catch crabs at high sea? You know how crabs are caught, everyone knows? They catch the crab and put it on a lidless container. No lid on top. So every time a crab tries to climb up, another crab pulls him down. So in organizations, crab mentality is very strong, which you should understand. Because there have to be some political overtones happening. So you have to be aware of all these things. And once you are aware of all these things, when some things like this happen, you are not taken aback or you are not going to feel bad about it. You understand, here politics ke raha hai. And there is a different subject altogether called transactional analysis, where how you respond to another person's ego level, from which ego level and how you measure your own ego level, these are a subject in itself. Yeah.
Sir, with all due respect to our Indian culture, but do you think the crab culture exists only in the Indian company, or does it exist
all over the world? Crabs are available all over the world. There is potatoes available all over the world. Sadajis are available all over the world. Crabs are also available all over the world. And gujjus are available all over the world. Okay. I think all of us are available all over the world. Let's put it this way. Yeah, any other questions? Yep.
Sir, we have discussed about success stories. Sir, I would like to know your success story. Sir, how you have reached.
You should go back to the definition of success which I told you. What does success mean?
Sir, we have discussed that it is subjective for each of.
No, I give you a definition. How you spring back, how fast you spring back from a failure, right? Well, if you ask me what my success story is, I can be a little candid and also talk to you a little bit in detail about this. 1979, I must be your age, I joined KSB. The first day, again, like someone mentioned, dream company and all that. This was nothing like a dream company for me. There was an ad on the notice board of Symbiosis saying that 3 students are required for 3 weeks winter training at a company in Pimpri. But only those who are staying, only those who are staying within a radius of 3 kilometers may apply. Okay? My father was in Hindustan Antibiotics at that time. So, Hindustan Antibiotics happens to be about 500 meters from where KSB is. So I applied, and there were 2 guys who just about managed that 3 kilometers radius by fibbing a little bit, someone from Dapodi and someone from Kharki, or that was the closest they could get. So 3 of us went for 3 weeks. And the first thing we went into the marketing manager's office was, there were about 2,000 A3 size papers this side and 2,000 A3 size papers this side. And our job as MBAs in Gujarati, I always say, Mane Baddu Avde. Now, supposedly MBA means I am going to go straight up on the CEO's table. ये प्यून का काम दे दिया. That means this एक पेपर इधर से उठाने का, एक पेपर इधर से उठाने का, और बीच में सेलो टेप मारने का. This was actually MBA training. Please remember, this is reality. I am not fibbing a story. What had happened, if you really relate back, KSB, for the first 20 years since its inception in India, KSB was incepted in 1960. From 60 to 1980, KSB's marketing was taken care of by an external company called Protos Engineering. Now, Protos Engineering was also a German company, which was handling KSB, ThyssenKrupp, all these companies' marketing. It was in 1980 that we thought of starting our own marketing at that time. And at that time, we were a 3.5 crore company in India. And when we took over this and these papers which were there, this was nothing but past population analysis of products, of customers, of. So while on one end you thought that you were sticking a sellotape, on the other hand, why were you sticking a sellotape and on what, for what reason? If that was to be understood, then that was a better takeaway than just about sticking a amko kidhar kaam diya. You know, so when they told us, we had these 2 options to look at. Sellotape, tune can, but why we were doing MBA, I think so. Starting from there, I was the first employee of marketing, so the challenges that I had was to get into an engineering. I am without an engineering background, first thing. I am a BSc honors guy. Into a hardcore engineering company, doing marketing is not an easy task. To understand products, or at least the applications of products, understand systems, work with Germans. You know, Germans are, they will do paralysis by analysis, or they can get you paralyzed by analysis. Anything you do, it has to be perfect precision. I think a lot of learning out of it also, but at the same time, setting up dealer networks, setting up sales offices, setting up branch offices, setting up some marketing people in the organization. So this was a very challenging journey for me at that time. But then 1980, I thought that, you know, I'm not cut up for engineering company per se. So in 1988, I decided to quit KSB. Hey, I'm telling you, Wala, don't tell any of my bosses, mark khayenge. Huh? Hey, jokes apart, but 1988, I chose to join Hindustan Levers. I said, this is the type of company I want. It's a dream company for me. FMCG. I am also a marketing guy, pure marketing. हमको ये सब very serious thought processes वाला काम नहीं अच्छा लगता है. Marketing, you know. So I applied to Hindustan Levers and I got this job. Bad luck would have it, just married wife of mine was detected cancer. Yeah, and she fought this cancer for 10 years after that. So I was grounded in Pune for 10 years during that period. And in the bargain, what I did here was I took up some challenges in the Asia Pacific region. I did some standard business development in the world. KSB is known as an engineered company only because 70% of all the energy pumps in worldwide are supplied by KSB, including the ones in the nuclear reactor, the key pump. So I was trying to teach standard business, marketing, FMCG, और क्या सिखाएगा? Concepts, fundas, how to sell refrigerator to a Eskimo, all that I was teaching. Technical selling I could do. So I took up all these pastimes till I lost my wife in 2000, year 2000, when IBM was born, I think. And I think, it taught me a lot of how to handle challenges, adversities in life. Because there was a point in time when I used to come home and sit at home. And my wife used to call up my friends and say, "Yaar, isko le jao yaar baar. This guy is not cut up to be sitting morose at home or something like this." And my friends used to call me. Or if she used to come out of chemotherapy, after 10 days, I used to carry her down, and we used to stay in a flat where at that time there was no elevators. So I used to carry her down one floor down, get her in the car because she wanted to go. And there was a time we drove from Pune to Manali in that condition. But these are challenges in life. There are different stories, different pairus for everyone, why they asked. And I've been with this company now for 35 years and I'm enjoying every bit of it still. Though I'm not cut up for this company, I'm enjoying every bit of it. So you have to learn to live in reality, in moment of truth. Okay, so I find myself coming back to your basic question, how do you consider yourself successful? I would say that हमने दिवाली आज ज़्यादा देखी है, आपने शायद पटाखे ज़्यादा फोड़े रहेंगे. Okay, all right. Any other questions? No? Okay. I think I should thank you very, very much for this opportunity. Very brilliant bunch of boys and girls. I'm sorry to few of you whom I really just about managed to put you off to sleep. Few of you, I know. But I did manage with that. So this is also, I can call myself successful, In adversities I have done this. But I think generally a very, very impressive crowd. And I'm sure you all will do immensely well in life. And inshallah, we get another opportunity to meet up sometime during your curriculum in IIEBM. Anyway, anytime you require any other personal kind of notes, inputs, you're most free to take my coordinates from Mr. Marwa. And I would say all the best and Godspeed. Yep, thanks. Can I stand? Yeah, thanks. That's it. You want to say something? Oh, okay. That's it.
You are today where your thought have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thought will take you. Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful session. Let's now part for the lunch.
Okay.